Welcome back everyone to a brand new series. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tracking25 and this is my first ever series on a multiplayer server. Now this server is actually False Symmetry's Patreon server, and if you want more information on the server, there'll be links down in the description below. But now I am starting a brand new multiplayer series, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun. In this episode here, I'm not going to be doing very much. Right now I'm at Raby's base. Unfortunately he doesn't play on the server anymore, but I like hanging around here just because it's such a nice base. But I'm going to give you a quick tour of the area and the places that I go to most often on this server. I thought I might just show you the first clip in the tunnel right over here. So this is actually considered the red tunnel. On her server, we are divided up into 4 districts: the red, the green, the yellow, and the blue. Did I pass my base? No, I didn't. So right now, I am living in the red tunnel, and then I should get to my door any second. It's just right over here. Perfect, on the left side there. So the door to my base is, of course, a giant T. So that's how I get into my base. And to close the door, it's not really a hidden entrance. Oh, and looks like it's broken. So what it was supposed to do is supposed to push up those 2 blocks over there, but unfortunately it looks like it's broken right now. I'll fix that in the coming episode. Not too sure how it broke, but anyway, this is my non-existent tunnel. So what we'll be doing in this episode, we'll be finishing off all my builds, this tunnel hopefully, and then going all the way to my secret passcode door. Now unfortunately, I won't be showing you guys the passcode door, so you'll just have to see what it looks like on the other side. I wish I can skip the night, but unfortunately I can't because it's a multiplayer server. But this right here is my base. Right now it's unfinished and there's still a lot of work I have to do on it, but I'll give you a quick tour of what I have so far. So what I did is I actually built in a swamp around a witch hut, and that's actually the main part of my base, the reason why I came over here. So the witch actually are on a platform over there, and eventually they walk off and they go up this little elevator over here, and they get crushed by a little crusher right over there, and all their drops end up right over here in this little hallway. Oh, AFK fish farm. Oh, right over here. So this is where all the witch drops end up, and then behind here I have my whole farms over there. So over there is the melon and pumpkin farm, and right over here, if I can just jump up, I have my sugarcane farm, and then currently I'm building another farm on this side over here, which is the slime farm, which is almost complete, and it gets a lot of slime balls. Right now I almost have a full, well, at least one of the columns full of slime balls, and then a mob farm that eventually I'm gonna build. So just to see a little quick bird's eye view of this area, it's a giant circle, and I call it the farming circle district, I think. I don't know. But another cool thing about this farm is I have a villager breeder right over there. You can't really see behind the mountain, but all the way over here where these rail tracks are leading, actually, there's 2 spots where I have my villagers. Right over there, which I'll show you in a bit, and then underground. Now over here my villagers are, I guess, treated nicely. Just pop in there real quick. At first I was sorting them by their coats, so there's librarians, over here is nitwits, there's a lot of them, but then too many villagers started popping up, so eventually they'll be sorted, and I'm going to use these guys around the base and make little small buildings for it, just like in my Let's Play series, but for now they're in this hole over here. Now over here is the first ever village, I guess you can call it, that I had for my villagers, and you can tell I built it with, let's see, brown sand clay, oak wood, purple sand clay, and my cobblestone. It's not the greatest of builds, and this was before I actually started building, so give me a break. But this is where I keep most of my villagers, and then there's a lot of them I have to weed out just because there's a whole bunch of villagers that have, well, not so good trades. This librarian I think has a decent trade. Let's see. And feather falling, so that's at least good. Band large spot, it's not good for 44 emeralds. Are you serious? You're lucky you have feather falling. But eventually I'll be cleaning this up a little bit, and there's no real way of getting out, which isn't bad part of this thing. I think I have to get out by, oh, I think he's coming up with me now. Nope. By this area over here, and I can't even get out by this way. So once I get out of here, I'll show you guys now the commercial district of this server. So just to show you guys that I wasn't going crazy and that someone broke my door, there's actually a piston missing right over here, which I have no clue how that happened, but if I flip that chest there, you see it closes like that, and then if I open the chest again, it opens up nice and fine. So if you watch some of my Redstone videos, you'll see that this one here looks a little bit familiar. Yeah, that's right. Instead of a zombie, I built a unicorn on this server for a virtual pet. Just this virtual pet here has a little bit more features than the zombie. Right over here, there's a happiness meter, so if you don't feed the unicorn or the unicorn dies, happiness goes down. So as you can see, we're not feeding it. Sorry. So the happiness is going down. And right over here, it's the same thing for the health bar. Just right over there actually shows you when the unicorn is healing. So what we have to do over here is feed it 1 carrot, and then a firework will shoot out of its horn. And boom. And you can see that the heart is flashing over there to tell you that the unicorn is healing. And actually, if you listen closely, you can hear the Pokemon Center theme song. So I think you guys know where my test world is for single player or multiplayers. It's over here. Because a lot of things I do for my videos, they start off over here before they get onto my video. But let me just give you a quick flying around tour of the commercial district, and it looks like this. So when I first came onto the server, there's 2 things I saw: the commercial district and that big castle over there. I don't know, I'm still not sure what it is exactly, but I call it a castle because look at it, it's just amazing. I saw that and I was just like, wow, I can't build like that. But the commercial district, it shocked me a little bit, because normally this is the first time I've played on a multiplayer server. So I always played on a single player server and had pretty much, I never had a shopping district. And I found it so cool that other people were selling stuff and you can just go there and spend diamonds and get stuff for free, which was just amazing. So this is actually my favorite spot to be in. And it's funny because I was actually living in my shop for pretty much the first 2 months on the server. I never built a base. And then eventually I decided to build a base and I had a whole bunch of fun. But let me just show you real quick where my shops are. Well, I'm pretty sure you could have guessed that the Redstone Shop is going to be my shop. Yep, that's right. So to get into my shop, you see that there's a block here and a button. And does this look a little bit familiar? You're gonna find a lot of my redstone builds on this server. So I can press that button right down over there and it'll bring me down to my shop over here, and I can make you a combination lock or a virtual pet zombie. I just gotta place order ahead. So I pretty much sell everything you need to make redstone builds, and I haven't checked if anyone bought things in a while. Not really. Sales have been low. I only get sales when the server is brand new. Not brand new. It gets new members at the beginning of the month, but yeah, no. Nothing there. Nothing in the shop. So at least there's a cool entrance and exit to the shop. And let me show you real quick my second shop on the server. So it's not really a shop, and it's more of a club, I can say. So it's called the Wood Chippers Club. And to get into this club, it's pretty simple. You just have to pay 10 diamonds. And then when you pay the 10 diamonds, you actually, well, I'll show you when we get in. But to get in the club, you actually need a membership card. So when you place the membership card in that drop over there, you press the button here. And you can see a 3x3 door. I wonder where I saw that one first. There's a lot of my builds on this server. But when you get into the club right here, right now it's pretty plain because there's decoration in progress, because this is actually brand new. But you go down right over here and you see you have little chest area plots. So this is actually a plot for the member number 1 over there. This one's 2, 3, 4, and so on. When we go down, it'll be the same thing over there. That's 8. That should be 5, 6, and 7 over there. So to open up these plots right over here, what you need is a membership key. And I'll just show for number 1 over here, just because I have all the cards, because, you know, I am the owner. He has a membership card right over here. So when you place this membership card in that chest right there, it opens up your storage and you get access to your wood over here. Then we want to get your card back, you just press this button over here, and you get the card back just like that. So when you get in this club, it's pretty exclusive. What you get is actually 54 stacks, that is right, 54 stacks of wood. You get 9 stacks of each kind, so that's pretty cool. And every month there's gonna be a mini game that you guys could play, and also you get a whole bunch of free stuff in the chest right over here, like rockets, free food, and there's other random stuff you need for your builds. So this is actually my baby my baby. This is actually my favorite build so far because it's more of a community build and it's the first one I've ever done, so I'm gonna have a whole bunch of fun making the stuff for this build. I just want to say sorry about the rain, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do just because there's other players on the server, so we'll just have to deal with it. So like I said before, the Wood Chippers members, they get access to one minigame per month, and the first minigame is going to be this one right over here. So right, you can see a combination lock right there, and they have to try and get the right combination to get into the game. So if they don't get the right combination, I was going to make TNT explode, but you know, I don't want to have to rebuild this lock every time someone tries to get in. So once again, the right combination here, and they don't see this granite place there. They go all the way down over here to this other granite block. It's actually nothing built yet. It's sort of in the beta, no, not even beta, alpha stages. And they're gonna fall all the way down over here, not knowing. So what I'm gonna do pretty much at the top over there, there'll be a piston and a sign, and when they pretty much, I think, cause it an update. Nope, one more down, more floors. When they cause an update to the piston, they're gonna drop down all the way here into the first game, which is a maze. Then this maze, I believe, is 41 blocks by 41 blocks, and it's actually pretty hard to do. Yeah, and I built it maybe about a couple weeks ago, and I knew the exact way where I had to go to figure out the maze, and I could not find it. I mean, there was one turn that I just could not figure out where it was, and I just kept getting lost. So it took me 10 minutes to do it, and I built this maze. But just to show you real quick on how the maze looks, there's going to be some spots that have pressure plates right over here, and the pressure plates open up doors to another spot there. And some are one way, just like that, and some you can go back through. So it makes the maze a little bit harder, and I don't know where okay, there we go, I'm at the beginning. So that's what's going to be for the first minigame, and then once they solve the maze, they're going to get to a whole different part and then have to do another puzzle. So it's going to be pretty cool, and if there's any wood chippers watching this, spoiler alert. So those spots right there are pretty much the spots I hang out on the server. And this series is actually going to be a little bit different than my Let's Play series, my single Let's Play series, only because I'm on a multiplayer server and you see builds like this everywhere. I mean, I don't even know where to start to do something like this. I just built a church and that's about it, and I'm proud of that. But this, I don't know if I can ever build like this. So what I'm going to be doing on this series, and I've never actually been to the top over here, which is really cool. What I'm going to be doing is more community-based stuff and helping out a little people here, just because I can do a whole bunch of collabs on this, just because there's a lot of people playing. So if there's people that are willing to do collabs, they'll probably let me know, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of fun doing this stuff. What you'll be seeing is a lot of stuff with the Wood Chippers Club, just because it's a brand new club and I want to get that thing going, and hopefully building and finishing my house, just because it took me 2 months to get out of the shopping district for a house and start building one, and I built it for a month, and now I started a club, so who knows when I'm going to finish that. And this episode's going to just be a little bit shorter than usual, only because it's a little bit of a world tour and an entry episode to this series. So I can't wait to get started on this world, because there's so much to do and so much to see always, because there's brand new builds popping up left and right, and I can't wait for that to happen. But that is all the time I have for this episode. Thank you for watching this brand new series. I can't wait to get started building on stuff, but this has been Tracking25, and I'll see you guys in Symmetria episode number... I want to put up 2 fingers, but I don't have 2 fingers. I just have hands there. So picture 2 fingers. Picture 2 fingers. I'm putting up 2 fingers. There we go. Picture that upside down. Oh, there we go. Episode 2.